The line of power units of post-styling versions of Omega B has been almost completely updated. The exception is the 2.0-liter gasoline engine. It was borrowed from versions before modernization. True, such cars are rare, as are 3.2-liter and diesel modifications. The engines of the latter, according to unofficial information, were borrowed from the BMW concern. Most often, specimens with gasoline engines are operated on our roads. Over time, in 2.0 and 2.2-liter engines, the valve cover gasket loses its tightness. In the 2.2-liter unit, this, in addition, leads to the failure of the rubber candle caps and the burning of electrical contacts. If the problem is not corrected in time, the ignition module may fail. A similar nuisance occurs when the candles are not replaced in time. The voltage rises on them, and it is the electronic unit that suffers first. In the 2.0-liter engine, the idle valve becomes clogged with soot from crankcase gases, and in all the rest, the electronic throttle valve. The problem can often be solved by simple cleaning. Another weak point of the 2.0 and 2.2-liter engines is the exhaust manifold. At best, it can lead, and at worst, it cracks. In engines of 2.2 and 2.6 liters, thermostat failures were noted. In V6 units, catalysts become unusable over time. They rot or clog when using low-quality fuel. They are very expensive, branded, 8 to 10,000 UAH, so some craftsmen cut out a worthless part, welding an ordinary pipe instead. After 4 years of operation, the oil cooler installed in the collapse of the cylinder blocks may lose its tightness. In all engines, with a run of about 200,000 kilometers, the rear crankshaft oil seal often leaks. There are also complaints about the cooling system. The main radiator and the cabin heater valve may lose their tightness. But the pump, which is driven by the timing belt, is able to go out too of its service life. The belt along with the rollers must be changed every 60,000 kilometers. Omega B have rear axle drive. According to the mechanics, the gearboxes that powered the Omega B proved to be reliable. There are no complaints about the hydraulic clutch. Mechanics is considered maintenance-free, although some experts still suggest changing the oil every 100,000 kilometers to extend the life. But in the machines, it is recommended to carry out this procedure every 60,000 kilometers, along with filters. On cars with a mileage of under 200,000 kilometers, the oil seal of the backstage of the gearbox and the shank of the rear axle gearbox may lose tightness. Structurally, the suspension of the post-styling version has not changed. In front, McPherson, and in the back, multi-link. In general, the chassis of the car is energy-intensive and provides excellent comfort when driving on our far-from-European roads. At the same time, experts consider the rear suspension to be indestructible. Many consumables did not change even on the machines of the first years of production. Unless due to corrosion on old cars, the damper silent block of the rear suspension may become unusable. But most of the consumables of the front suspension do not last long, see photo. Silent blocks and ball change separately from the levers. At the same time, ball joints are the most durable part. In Omega B, you need to adjust the convergence of not only the front, but also the rear wheels. If the previous owner did not do this, then it will not be easy to do this. The nuts grab with rust, labor, about 500 UAH. In the worm steering mechanism, the steering rods walk 40 to 50,000 kilometers, and the steering trapezium pendulum, 50 to 60,000 kilometers, do not differ in durability. There are no special claims to the braking system. According to experts, Opel no longer makes cars of the same rank as the restyled Omega B. They are not made as high quality. The interior is not equipped with finishing materials of a similar level, and their maintenance is more complicated and expensive. If you need a large, comfortable, well-equipped and, most importantly, inexpensive car, take a look at the Omega B. By the way, due to the successful combination of price/quality/comfort, many Omega B were bought by various government agencies. They served in the fleets of the Verkhovna Rada, the Kiev City Council, courts, etc. You can identify the former horses by the overly worn upholstery of the driver's seat, the steering wheel and the pedals. As a rule, such cars have high mileage and many of their components and assemblies may require repair. Therefore, before venturing into the purchase of such an instance, it is necessary to carry out its qualified diagnostics, whether the price corresponds to the technical condition.